come across a comment that says it was like aggressive or it broke them out or it was too harsh. No. And I have to say, this is the perfect dupe for the Skinceuticals Ferulic C Acid Serum. These work and they do make a difference. Hey guys, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, today I'm gonna be doing an empties video. And boy, I think this is the most empties I've had in forever. I actually have more that I couldn't fit into the basket. It's like stuffed. So we're gonna get started right away because this is going to be a very long video. Oh my goodness. Let's get started. Alright, the first product, you guys know, it is my So Good Feel So Calm toner pad. You guys know I empty out one of these every single month. It is no surprise. Honestly guys, this is the perfect toner pad for the summer. It's good to use all year round, but honestly it hits the spot during the hot humid weather, especially after you've gotten a lot of sun. I just love just applying them on my cheeks and then letting my skin cool off. A lot of you guys leave comments. Oh, sorry, I have hair in my mouth. Sorry. A lot of you guys leave comments saying how you love my toner pad, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And I haven't really come across a comment that says it was like aggressive or it broke them out or it was too harsh. No. I think the biggest forte, the best part about this toner pad is that it's very potent in calming your skin down, but it does it in such a gentle way. If you guys take a look at the actual product, you guys know that the essence is not a really watery one. It's got a bit of like that gloopiness, the viscosity, which you guys know is the way I like it. And the toner pad itself, what is this? What's going on today? The material itself is very smooth. It is very soft. It won't be abrasive against your skin, which is something that I was very adamant about. I made sure it was I felt so good on the skin. It also has an array of calming ingredients like centella, cabbage leaf water, cabbage extract, cucumber extract, aloe extract, green tea extract. A lot of calming ingredients just jam-packed in the product. So I know you guys are gonna love it, so make sure to check it out because it's so good. Next product I have is the 107 Source of Vitamin C Serum. This is an empty one. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how many bottles I've went through this. I think this is a new one, by the way. Oh no, sorry, this is not a new one. This is the one that I'm currently using. I think I'm on my 5th bottle. I kid you not. I absolutely freaking love this serum. It's basically a very high quality, elegant vitamin C serum with 15% of vitamin C derivative. And this is going to help with antioxidation, anti-aging, brightening, and has so many benefits. And you're all going to get that concentrated in this one beautiful bottle. And the reason why I guess I've taken to this vitamin C specifically is that first, of course, the formulation is it hit the sweet spot of it was my cup of tea, right down my alley. It has a very thick, viscous, weighted formulation that doesn't leave a heavy finish. It actually seems to really seep into your skin, and I know a bunch of you guys have bought it through like the promotions that they had, the 40% promotions. If you didn't take advantage, I don't know, that's on you, that's your loss really. but for those who have tried it, you guys know it's a little bit on the thicker side, and while I thought it would be more appropriate for the colder seasons, I'm actually not hating it right now during the summer seasons, and it is because of the lighter finish that it gives. You guys know what I mean? If you guys have bought it and tried it yourself, make sure to leave a comment down below on how you felt the formulation was. But aside from the formulation, it's actually one of the reasons why I came to love the serum is because I actually got to interview the formulator, and I loved how adamant he was on making sure that this serum, vitamin C serum, was stable. So I know that they did series of tests to see if it would oxidize or not, and I honestly also believe that's one of the most important things when it comes to vitamin C serums, because once it starts oxidizing, its potency, its efficacy, it's going to droop down significantly. So you do want a serum that's very stable. So this was one that I felt like I could trust, you know. Now here's a little vitamin C tip for you guys. During the morning, I make sure to use a derivative, because I don't know if you guys noticed, with vitamin C, pure vitamin C serums, they do have a tacky finish, so I do like to use them during the night. So AM, use a vitamin C derivative, and then for PM, use a pure vitamin C. And I'm looking in my box because I actually emptied out a pure vitamin C serum. This is not good. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. excuse me. So this is the pure vitamin C that I actually managed to finish up. Let me compose myself once again. So this is the Dr. Different CQ Antioxidant Serum, and I recently did a sponsorship video with them explaining in detail, so make sure to check it out. But one of the things that I was really like surprised by is that one of my subscribers, you were like, oh Sue, I remember you talking about this, praising it highly way before. I was like, oh my gosh, if you remember that, then you are an OG girl. Like, give me a call so we can be besties. But he or she was indeed correct. I absolutely freaking love the serum because this does not oxidize, and that is something that's very hard to come across when you use pure vitamin C serums, just because pure vitamin C L-ascorbic acid is very, very unstable. But this actually lasts you a pretty good time, and trust me, I've had my fair share of using pure vitamin C serums, and I have to say this is the perfect dupe for the Skinceuticals Ferulic C acid serum, which I don't know about how it is in your country, but in Korea it retails for like over $200 for one bottle of vitamin C serum. And while I love it, I just don't think anything is worth that much. Girl, I want to eat instead, you know? But this is a fraction of its price. Of course, the size is also a little smaller. I believe that the Ferulic C acid is a bit bigger, but this also doesn't oxidize as much. And I love the ingredient list. I love that they also have CoQ10, which is a pretty expensive ingredient, I heard, and they also have ferulic acid and tocopherol, and that is like the holy trinity when it comes to vitamin C serum. You want all of these other ingredients to really help stabilize vitamin C from oxidizing, because vitamin C, it's kind of ironic if you think about it. While it's great for antioxidation, it also oxidizes itself, and I guess it makes sense because everything that comes in contact with the air will oxidize eventually. But anyways, oh my gosh, I sound so smart. I believe this also has 15%. Likewise, this also has 15% of the vitamin C derivative, so make sure to check these two out. Speaking of Dr. Different, I've already emptied out two other Vitalift A Night treatment cream. This was also part of the sponsorship that I did, but it was mind-blowing. PS, go check that video. I think I did a really good job on it. I got to share what I'm currently doing to implement this flawless face. Guys, no more breakouts. Knock on wood, knock on wood. Like, you don't want to jinx that. In theory, retinol is actually better, because in order for retinol to work on our skin, it has to go through these stages. First, retinol has to turn to retinal, and retinol has to turn to retinoic acid, and then it can work its magic. So obviously, because retinol is a step closer to retinoic acid, which is like the final stage, it's theoretically going to be faster and better, right? And more effective. That's really attractive about retinol, or vitamin A in general, is that you can really see a difference in your texture pretty much instantly. And I don't know if that's probably placebo, because you do have to use it for like a good month or two. But for me, I just feel like my skin's getting more smoother after like a week or two. So, but anyways, love it. I will continue to use it. I only do use it at night. The formulation, it has a yellow buttery like texture, which you guys know I love, and it just seems to melt into your skin. It does feel heavy, I will say, like maybe not the most ideal product to use for oily skin during the hot weather, but I'm living for it. Sure. Just the Medica Derma Microbiome Ampoule. I do have a couple of these. Yes, they're right here. Basically, these were the ampoules that I also did a sponsorship with. PS, guys, just letting you guys know, you're gonna see a lot of like empties that I did a sponsorship on, because they are products that I liked, and thus I did the sponsorship with, so it makes sense that I have empties. I mean, think about it, right? These are really cool skincare. First off, right off the bat, I really like their formulation. It almost reminded me of like a lava lamp. Oh my gosh, Y2K, hashtag Y2K. Do you remember those lava lamps? I was wanting one. My mom only got my sister one, and we had to like share. But anyways, it just reminds me of a lava lamp, and you shake it up. And the formulation is the most interesting experience. It feels gloopy but oily but watery, but it leaves a finish just like a water-based serum. It's just a whole experience. But I loved using it. It paired amazingly with the vitamin C 소속 serum. I'm terrible at names, you guys know that. And also what I really loved was this dropper. I loved it better than a Spoid, regular Spoid, because you could literally just squeeze it out like this so you're not wasting anything. But this was a beautiful serum for elasticity, so to kind of plump up your skin, to kind of give it some vitalization. So last time I checked, they were still on sale, so make sure I'll link it down below if I can spot it, but make sure to definitely check these out because I think they're really interesting. Okay, next in this box I just spot the Inner Beach Snow White, and this is a supplement that I completed. And you guys know what, my mother has always given me supplements ever since my early 20s, and I've just taken it because, you know, just because I was told to do so, but I really didn't feel a difference until recently. I have reached that age where I do rely on supplements. I am dependent on them. I'm not addicted to them, no, that sounded really weird, but I am I do rely on them, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that, but the fact is that they work. These work and they do make a difference. So I am very, very, very religious with taking supplements every single day. Now this is a supplement that I absolutely loved in taking because it has a combination of vitamin C, which not only do I apply topically every single day, but I also orally intake every single day. Vitamin C is going to not only help with antioxidization, but also help with elasticity and also help with brightening. And this also contains honeybush extract, which is going to help fight your skin from the UV damages that it has experienced throughout the day. So I just love this. You only need to take 2 a day. I liked it because it wasn't too like in your face, because I know that some supplements, they're strong, but these are more of like mild ones, great ones to kind of just start out with and you get the habit of. So I definitely did like it. Okay, now I am actually going to show you an array of SPFs that I've used. I've actually emptied out a lot of sunscreen. I haven't done an empties has it been that long? Like I feel like I do them once every month, but like maybe I skipped out last month, and that's why I have so many SPF empties. It's a little crazy. First I have the Shiseido, the Perfect Protector. I love this. Okay, it is expensive, but it works. So this is the SPF that I always take out whenever I golf because I feel like it actually does a good job in protecting my skin, because I've noticed that with some other SPFs, they don't do a good job in blocking the SPF. Like, excuse me, sir, that's offensive. And I thought we were over the whole SPF controversy 2-3 years ago. I'm like, really? Are we going back? I swear some of the SPFs need to get tested again, and I'm not gonna be backing you guys up then. But this is one that I trust. It actually fends off all the UV rays, UVA, UVB, and the finish is very powdery, so it doesn't like transfer onto my clothes. So this is the SPF that I always apply on when I know I'm golfing or I'm outside the whole day. It's just a really trustworthy one, and I think it is more on the expensive side, but I am willing to invest my money for proper UV protection. This is the sunstick that comes from the same line. This is the Shiseido Clear Sun Care Stick. I have a love and hate relationship with this. I love the formulation. I love the technology that went into it. It has the Synchro Shield Wet Force Heat Force, which basically means that it's very strong against heat and your sweat, which makes it perfect because, you know, when you're outdoors, you're bound to sweat, you're bound to get a lot of like heat, but this will hold strong against all those. So, you know, technology is guaranteed. I love it, but it is so small. Like, I think I used this up in 2 weeks or something. How many millimeters is this? And I feel like there's so much more in it, so I feel like I have to dig it up. But I'm just like, that beats the whole purpose of using a sunstick, which people use it for its convenience. But if I have to dig it up, like, what is the point, you know? So that is like the only beef I have with this. As for the formulation, love it. It's also like, it's not a matte powdery one like this one per se, but it's like compared to a lot of sunsticks out there that also have a transparent formulation, the finish is semi-matte. I'm not gonna give it a matte, it's more semi-matte. I also finished this beautiful SPF off the House of Toa Rice Brand Sunscreen. Guys, did you guys know that only 10% of plastic gets recycled? I found this out recently. This is obviously based from US, but I was so shocked. I was like, what? For me, what I do is that when I get like takeout or like when I get food delivery and you know, they come in plastic containers, I always wash them up like with a dishwasher soap. So and I wash everything, so because I know that if something's on it you can't recycle it. That obviously makes sense. So I do a thorough job in washing everything, but the fact that only 10% gets recycled, I was very shocked. I felt very betrayed. And so after seeing that, I've just been reaching more out to this one because I've explained to you guys that this uses less plastic. It has a paper cover. It does still use a little bit of plastic in its packaging, but it uses less. So, and I just realized that, okay, you know what? We shouldn't like rely on recycling, but we should try to not use it a lot in the first place. And what's cool is that it has a little ripping thingy. What? Can you speak English, Sue? So basically it means that when you're done like me and you still want to like get into it, you can rip it like this. Ooh, that is so satisfying. And look at how much product there is in there. So as for the formulation, this is like your regular lotion, like a refreshing texture. It's very hydrating, and I do want to correct myself because I think I mentioned that it had a more primer finish, but it's very hydrating. Like I don't know why this product felt like that in that moment when I said it, but it has definitely more of a like a hydrating finish like the round lap one. So if you like those and you're a fan and you want to use a product that uses less plastic, make sure to check this one out. Last SPF I have here is the Laban Blanc the oligohyaluronic acid waterfall tone up SPF. This is an SPF that I also talked about, and I really loved using this because of its convenience. Basically it has like a tone up effect. It has a peachy hue, so I honestly loved just putting this on the morning, busy morning, and not going in with a cushion. So you can see it has a bit of peachy hue, and yes, it does give you a white cast, but it's not as like a stark white because of that peachy hue to it. It just gives you a nice tone up effect. However, I will say I will go back to using this during the colder seasons because I did find this to be a bit too hydrating to use in the hotter seasons like right now. So I'm going to hold on. Well, this isn't empty, but I do have a backup, so I'm gonna hold on to that and I'm gonna come back to it later. Okay guys, next we still have a lot to go through. We're gonna move on to cleansers. I have emptied out so many cleansers. Okay, so I do have 3 cleansers right here. 2 of them are bubble cleansers. Basically that means that once you pump it out, it will come out as a bubble, like a foamed up state. And you know what guys, if you have sensitive skin, check these out. I swear they make a huge difference, especially if you're very sensitive to touch, like if you have contact dermatitis like myself, because they already come out in a bubble foam. It's just you're more likely to be very gentle as opposed to using other foam cleansers that you try to foam up yourself. And I feel like for myself, I find myself like unconsciously being more aggressive with it just because I'm trying to like foam up more bubbles. Now obviously you can make a bubble, like a foam maker, bubble maker, which I love, and they work beautifully, but like sometimes when I'm in the shower and it's like too late, I don't want to be standing there in my butt naked like pumping out bubbles or foams. Thunder! It's so here! But yeah, these are super convenient and they're very gentle on the skin. So first I have the iUnique Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam, and then the emptied Sunjung pH 6.5 Whip Cleanser. They're pretty much similar. It's just they're both very gentle, calming, but I do have to say the Etude House has its bubble feels more concentrated. It feels like more like intense whipped cream, and this feels more, I guess, diluted with water. So but I love them both. Oh, PS, I do want to mention that they're more apt for second cleansers. They're not going to remove your like mascara completely, but I just like to finish my cleansing routine off with these. I also emptied out the Skin 104 Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. This is a 30 ml if I'm not mistaken, and I thought this was a sample, but this is actually a product that they sell. And I know you guys might be thinking they're selling a sample size product, and I know, right? It looks really like you know, is it really worth selling? But this lasts you a very long time. I've had this in my like bag that I carry around with me whenever I go traveling or when I go out golfing and I need to wash up at the club, and this does not run out. This lasts forever. So I was very impressed. Like 우습게 보지 마, you know. This is a cleansing oil and it's actually one of my favorite cleansing oils. It's a perfect dupe for the Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil, and it has the same texture. It works the same way, and the oil itself is not dense. It's not heavy. It doesn't feel sticky, which is not the ones that I am inclined to use. I like lighter ones, like lighter, really quick, easy to wash off, and it does an amazing job removing every makeup. So I highly recommend this one. Okay guys, I have a bit of hair stuff as well that I emptied out. This is Chlorine Nourishing Dry Hair Oil with Mango. This is a spray on with oil in it after you've washed your hair, and you just like spray it and just douse your hair with it. I feel like chlorine products in general, they're very subtle. I don't know if it's because my only experience, no, actually that's a lie. I have used their dry shampoo as well as just their shampoos, and it just felt like all of their products are very subtle, and so it's like no pressure, you know. So I just found myself reaching out for it. It's easy to use. It did hydrate my hair, not as well as this one though, I will say. This is the Ayunche Enriched Bonding Mask. This is like, think of it as like a treatment or a mask for your hair, and you wash it off while you're still in the shower. Oh, this really softens up my hair. Ayunche is from Amore, and you guys know I love like Amore shampoos. I feel like they do really well with my hair, and this really softens it up. So I was not mad at this at all. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my empties. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!